You still go up there or no?
I'm your Lowe's,
Yo,
my
yo.
man.
Yo. Where's he at?
Hold his hand and walk him over.
Tell Richard please go
Right
away.
this way, handsome.
But it's not a gun call.
I'll fire up the blowtorch.
Hey, you boys got that taser again?
Ah, you have to ask D, probably.
All right, see if you can bring it over. Put your hands up first before you sit him down. Make sure he's all clear. You ever been tased before, Pat?
Richard, really smart not to have a mask, by the way. Really smart.
Yeah.
I can't blame you for shit.
Don't look away now. Look him in his eyes, man.
He drove me right up to him.
Wow, 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 wow.
Time to the chair.
Blowtorch. What else, Chad? Chainsaw? Chainsaw. What else?
What do we got here?
Big bad crane. Oh, that's so fucking cool.
Now, gentlemen, I'm sure we can talk about this.
Oh, we can talk about this.
What the fuck? What is happening?
There's
You know,
people coming
you giving
out
me a
of the
lap dance?
walls.
Yeah, you know, dude, I just gotta make sure you ain't got no wires
hell?
patting you down for some wires or anything.
All right. Well, no wires. Just woke up. All right. He's all secure. He's all yours, boss.
Oh yeah, fired up. Well. Crane, or should I say, Supreme Commander. Interesting past couple weeks here, huh? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's been something.
Did you happen to appoint Dab as the commissioner, or did he do that himself?
No, that's totally outside my control. So there's a thing called the PCP, which is about policing. And basically, the state, said that Dab can like make the PD better, I guess. So I voted for that because it had the state's blessing. And then in his second term, there was a PCP 2.0. And it said a couple things. You could read it. It's in legislation. You know, I'm not lying to you if you want to check. The first part of it says that he can do another audit of the PD to see if the sheriff and chief and all them are doing good. He can create the sheriff's office. And then the other part of it was that a commissioner was to be appointed by him. The commissioner is supposed to be a political figure that overlooks both the sheriff's office and the PD to resolve, disagreements and whatnot. And then during, I guess, the chaotic events that occurred, Dab decided that, there weren't any good candidates for commissioner, and so he would take the job, and I guess the state approved it because that was what he told me.
And who is the state?
Federal government, I don't know,
So who approved him?
federal
Are
government.
you the state?
No, I'm the chief justice. I serve at the pleasure of the state. They're the ones who choose me to be in my job.
So who the fuck appointed this guy? And was there nothing written in this legislation that stated he couldn't appoint himself? The mayor could not appoint himself commissioner?
I don't think that was written in there. No, and I think he appointed
You
himself.
don't think?
Yes. I don't believe so.
Think harder,
Oh
motherfucker.
my god, dude.
Think harder, motherfucker.
I'm telling you, it
That
ain't
was
in
so
there.
hard.
Who the fuck allowed it?
He did this.
How did
I
he
don't-
get so much fucking uncontrollable power?
I guess the state liked what he was doing. I don't know.
No. This fucking bullshit legislation. This weak legislation without boundaries. That's a dangerous fucking law where the mayor can just start appointing shit.
Well,
Without
it's not. But
bounds?
the thing is that it's not his. He can't do it on his own. State has to approve. He just makes a suggestion.
Who the fuck is the state?
The federal government.
I mean, do you have any names?
Uh,
'Cause I thought the council was the state.
No, the council, is municipal government. We deal with, local political shit. But in terms of, the way the city council's set up, if you read the legislation, it says in it that if we vote, like, let's say 6-2 on something, the state can overturn it. We have to vote either 7-1 or 8-0, and then they can't, stop it. But if it's 6-2 or less than that, then they can overturn things as they wish. So we don't actually end up making the calls at the end of the day unless it's a super majority. God damn, that shit hurt.
And how did all you council members become deputized these past few weeks?
Well, myself, I called the sheriff and I said, "Can you make me a deputy? Because I'm probably gonna get shot up, so I might as well, get shooting before the shooting come to me." The other folks, I'm not privy to that. I don't know personally, to be honest. I just called the sheriff.
Seems like things got out of control in the PD, wouldn't you say, these past few weeks? Almost like a militarization, an army. Didn't seem like a police department to me.
Well, that's hard to say. I understand your point, but we also live in a state where, even petty criminals are almost equivalent to, militarized forces. So it's a little tough,
How so?
Well, I mean, shit. This state makes, like LA in the 80s look like a cakewalk. And that was one of the most militarized police forces people complained about in, history. So to me,
Well,
I
think you
take
guys
your
got
point,
them
sort
beat.
of, but maybe, I don't know. To be honest,
Well,
I
mean,
just
you
wanted to wear
guys
my
weren't
helmet.
driving
but-
around just fucking blasting people. I saw it with my own eyes.
Oh, well, I don't know. I stayed at City Hall.
It seems like you guys never know when it comes to the police department. I don't know. Didn't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll look into it. I don't know. Oh, there's a bad guy? Let's all deputize ourselves and go after him. Let's get the entire legal force, the hospital, and the police department, and let's militarize and go get them. Oh, wait, there's a cop out there killing people and doing bad stuff? Not too sure about that one.
Well, no,
What's
I
going
am
on?
sure about that stuff. You're wrong on that. I'll tell you, because I'm the one who set up the oversight board. I relinquished any kind of authority I had over that kind of shit because I wanted a third party to do it who wasn't me.
Who's
And
the
then in
third
turn,
party?
the third party is the head of the bar right now. It's Murphy Braun. He's elected.
What's he decide?
So essentially, if there's a complaint about PD, what happens is you bring it to Murphy Braun. He then assembles the board. They interview the cops, the witnesses, the civilians,
Who's
whoever's
the
involved.
board?
What's elected. So right now it's Ursula Lackenberg, Silas Moreno. I forget the other two. Murphy has it written down, but basically, when you have a complaint about PD, we created a system so the PD doesn't police themselves anymore. The oversight board investigates, holds hearings, and then the oversight board says to the PD, "Here's what we found. Here's what you should do. And if the PD goes against that, then, you know, every one of you will know because it gets publicized what the oversight board decided.
And who
So
elected
they're
this
put in a political
oversight
hard
board?
place. The citizens, there was a public vote.
Okay. Okay. So let's just say a cop goes out there and fucking runs someone over. We go to the oversight board and
Yep.
then what? They'll punish him, suspend
So
him.
the oversight board says to the PD high command, here's the situation that was brought to us. Here's what we found. Here's our recommendation, whether it's suspension without pay, firing, you know, suspension with pay, whatever. And then the PD can, you know, act accordingly. Now, if the PD decides to ignore the oversight board, then that has political consequences, right? Because then y'all find out and y'all are like, the PD don't care about our complaints, and then you're justified in, you know, whatever you may do. So that
Don't give me some fucking bullshit answer. So you have a useless overboard that has actual no fucking power to do anything whatsoever. They just make recommendations, and if the PD wants, they can say, fuck off. And then you expect us to get angry and go and do what we did. But if we do what we did, we're going to get charged with what? Probably terrorism?
What those
Not that I get
terrorists did?
charged
What
with
those
that.
terrorists did? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you think, okay, so the oversight board recommended that they suspend him. They didn't suspend him. So now I have every right to go be angry and maybe go do something. But then I'm just going to get charged with terrorism and my life's over.
Oh no, the goal is to create political pressure that makes it untenable for the PD to ignore the recommendation.
How so?
Well,
by
if
shooting
you
them,
haven't-
what else is there?
if-
What other way is
if
there?
you
How you gonna put pressure?
if you haven't noticed, the mayor's office via the PCP deals with the PD hierarchy. So if the mayor is a political entity,
just militarized the entire fucking police force.
right?
The
but
mayor, by which you're friends with, is also known to hire people to kill people. I mean, the list goes on and on.
right, and so the whole
Right.
point that I'm making is that I understand that people act in bad faith, which is why I'm appealing to their base interest. Okay. So, for example, the mayor, right? Whoever it may be at any point in time, they are a political entity.
You
They only
understand, though,
exist
that the
based on
mayor
voting.
currently runs the police department, right?
That what you're not letting me get to the point. That's what
Oh,
I'm
no,
saying.
no, but the point, you're making your point, but the entire point's canceled out because
that-
the person.
That is the point I'm making. You're not listening.
Yeah, but
If the mayor runs the PD and the PD ignores the will of the people, and the mayor is a political entity voted in by the people, then the mayor has to act. So if the PD
He
ignores
doesn't,
the
though.
oversight
He
board,
doesn't.
then the mayor
Because
has
I'm
to
gonna tell you
crack
this.
down.
No, because there's a lot of these complaints, I would say, are towards the mayor and how he's been running the fucking PD. So then what?
Well, you vote your complaints, then vote him out.
How you gonna vote him out?
Well, vote for someone else, right?
Oh, so his terms are done. He did 2, so
3 months.
Well, I mean, then probably wasn't there another candidate that
so you're
should have been
saying,
voted?
oh well, just write out the campaign and vote someone else in. Write out his term. You have no actual structure.
Or you could
hold
bring,
shit
you know,
accountable.
evidence for an impeachment.
There's a lot of holes in your legislation.
Like
Do you
what?
see that? There's a lot of holes. When you have a
I-
mayor who can just give himself all the power in the world, and then he's the one
Well, he
that is
can't.
supposed to uphold.
It's approved by the state. He can't do it himself.
I don't give a fuck about the state because nobody can name me a single person in the fucking state. So the
All
state
right.
can suck my fucking nuts.
Well, I mean, you could bring evidence for an impeachment.
I think what you're not understanding here, brother, is that the mayor honestly is the state. It seems like he's just doing whatever he wants and says, "Oh, the state's behind
Did
it."
he just one day say, "Oh, the state said the state approved it"? Okay, can we see some type of documentation? I mean, where's the public fucking announcement? Where's the state announcement that you guys usually do? Let's see some fucking documentation that he was actually appointed commissioner, because I haven't seen any fucking proof. All I heard was him just saying one day he's the commissioner. For all we know, they didn't even fucking approve it. Did you see any approval?
There was a state announcement. All that's logged. It's in the
Yeah, but who
legislation
put
also.
the state announcement out?
You guys put the state announcement out. That's the problem. So everybody
Who
thinks
put the
you guys are the
announcement
state.
out?
All right.
Who put the
I
state
take
announcement
your.
out?
I don't know.
Did he? I guarantee you he
I
did.
think he was the one that put it out himself.
I haven't seen any proof that a state fucking approved him to be commissioner. Only his word.
Let Let me ask you a question.
I don't know how to answer those
Why is the
questions.
council still deputized then if these terrorists went to jail and it's all sweet now?
I'm not. I just take shits in their bathroom, to be honest.
What about
They
the
got
rest of the
nice
council?
showers in there, so.
I love when you do that.
Cut the fucking bullshit. You know for a fact he's running the show, abusing his power. Your legislation needs to be cleaned up. You see that at least, no?
I think there's always room for improvement. Yeah,
Good.
that's why I made the council so there was political progress.
What is the shittiest law you think you've ever made looking back on your mistakes?
Oh God, well, I've ever made. Fuck's sake. Probably when we got rid of loitering.
Got rid of loitering.
That was really dumb. Yeah, because there's some useless fucks like Bobby Charles and them who just all they do is fuck people over and cause problems,
You
and
trying
loitering
to jerk
would
me off? Because I agree.
deal with a lot of them. No, I just think that loitering is a good tool to deal with assholes like Bobby Charles.
Who do you think ruined the prison?
How about when you made the prison lawless? That was pretty dumb. A
That
lot
was
of
dumb.
No,
problems
I think
came
that was
from the
hilarious.
a lot of problems
I
came
think-
from the fact that it was lawless and they didn't know what they could or could not do, and they
I
did
actually agree.
things.
Yeah,
That
but
was
you know
a
what it
huge
solved?
flaw.
It made Bobby Charles and Carmine stop harassing people with Senor Buns. You could actually get food without getting stabbed.
Yeah, and they were just executing people all day up at the prison.
I mean, they're going to do that no matter where they are, right?
No, they're actually kind of pussy.
Oh, well, it's not the impression I got, but I could be wrong. Yeah.
Top 3 shittiest cops. Name them.
He's gonna say Conan Clarkson.
Oh Lord, present, past, or what?
Present.
Max.
He's gonna say Conan.
Are we counting council members who got deputized?
Nope, actual cops. Oh yeah, we're gonna make you answer the spicy ones.
I went to a bench trial. Oh fuck. I don't even remember. I recommended 2 cops to the oversight board to Murphy because they're so fucking dumb.
Who were they?
I think one was Shiesty, and I don't know who's the other one.
Ah, shit's nice.
Shiesty, and maybe it was just somebody Voss. I don't remember who it was, but they shot somebody, and there was like absolutely no reason for it.
That's a frequent occurrence with Shitsy.
But he still has his job.
Still doing the same thing every day.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
crazy if you ask me.
That's what get these people so riled up in the city. They get fucked. Oh yeah, fucked. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
baby.
oh yeah, fucked.
Oh Lord.
Let me ask you. Can I ask you a question?
Until they can't get
I don't really
fucked
got a
no
choice,
more.
do I?
And then when they try to get help, they just get fucked again until they can't take it no more. And then they want to do the fucking. You understand? Now, when you have these legislations and laws put in place that don't actually protect the people and they're filler. Oh, yeah, there's this oversight board. Go to them. They'll be like a therapist. They'll hear your problems, tell you it's going to be better, and then they'll give a recommendation to the PD that the PD can completely ignore, and then they can't actually do anything about it. And then you can go and cry on Twitter, and hopefully that fixes it. You see, the people have no real system to depend on whatsoever. At the end of the day, they're untouchable. You guys are untouchable. You make the laws. You decide who goes where and what, how and when, and we just got to sit there and take it.
Well, I agree with you maybe 5-6 years ago, but that's why I made the council so that there was a spread
The
out
council.
of
Who voted in
authority.
the council members?
I mean, the public for the 3 that have the most power.
What do you mean? It's all votes, like you said.
Yeah, so the way that I structured it is there's 8 seats, right? You got the mayor who's voted in by the public. They appoint a chief of staff. And then you got the deputy mayor who's the runner-up in the mayoral election. And the mayor is the tiebreaker vote. So that's already 3 right there that are from public vote. And then if they convince one person from the rest of the council to agree with them, they win every vote. So, I mean, the power is very severely in the hands of the public. That's the way I made
Well, the
it. So
deputy
that,
mayor is the person they didn't want in, and he gets a seat anyway. So right away, I wouldn't even count that. So really, you just have the mayor.
well, but it's still the public, whether it's the deputy mayor or the mayor, it's still the public
Well, the
vote,
public
right?
didn't vote in the deputy mayor.
They
The
did.
public
They
voted for
second
the mayor
place,
that got
right?
elected.
Well,
Well,
that's,
I mean, the
that's
guy
not
lost.
fair. I mean,
He's got a participation trophy. Is that what?
yeah,
it
but
is?
I remember elections, for example. You know what? I'll be honest with you. The reason why I made it this way is because back in the day, 5 or 6 years ago, there were several elections that were highly contested. I remember people were blowing up blimps, doing all kinds of crazy shit over them. And during a couple of these elections, the runner-up had like 35, 40% of the vote. The winner had like 55, and then the rest was, spread out the other 10%. And I thought it doesn't make sense for 55% of the public to win an election and then the other 45% to not get any representation based on how they voted. Because clearly, if 35% vote for somebody, he's a good candidate. So I made a system where the deputy, the runner-up, actually has a vote. I was trying to give, the people's voice, some matter, right? Because I think that 35% of people voting for one candidate, even if he lost, means they, still need to have their voices heard.
So how did the other members get elected?
So there's a healthcare representative, which is all the healthcare people vote for him. There's a police representative, all the police people vote for him. There's a head of the bar, who's again the oversight board, right? So all the lawyers and judges vote for him. And then there's a treasurer. The treasurer is, beyond reproach, basically just meant to stop embezzlement because, well, back in the day, I mean, you guys probably remember how much money got stolen, stupid rocket ships and Mickey buying armored cars and all this hoopla. So the treasurer is appointed, and basically we just find somebody who's trustworthy and, knows what the job entails.
You know what I'm understanding here?
Yeah.
Everyone else who was appointed via, inside votes of, oh, the hospital voted this guy in, the PD voted this guy in, the DOJ voted this guy in. You're all voting in people that don't know what it's like to live on the fucking streets. They live in the hospital, they live in the fucking PD, or they live in the fucking courthouse.
Well, that's
they
why
don't
there's
actually get
that's
to
why
go
the
out there and live that real fucking
that's why the
life.
power's
What
in
it's
the
like
civilian
to be out
votes,
there
though.
working, busting your ass on that 9 to 5. You get home to a fucking empty fridge because you ain't got money for the bills.
I agree with you. That's why the power's in the civilian vote side.
But it's not.
It is though, because all you have to do is get one of those people to vote with you, and your voting block wins every vote.
How are you gonna get these people to vote for you?
I mean, Max has done it time and time again. All you need to do is get one.
The fuck are you saying?
In the council, the votes. I mean, you could view the voting history of all the different legislation. All you have to do is get one person of the hospital, lawyer,
Yo, well,
cop,
no, we
whatever,
should,
to vote
bro.
with you, and then
Criminal
you have 4
liaison,
to 4,
dude.
What do you mean vote
and then
with
you
We're
win the
not on
tiebreaker.
council. You guys have your own little meetings in your own little fucking world. That's what you
Right?
don't understand.
I'm saying if the
Nobody even knows
civilians,
what you guys are voting on half the time.
right? But you were saying you were speaking on
guys
behalf
write
of the
up
civilian,
laws
right?
And then just go to your fucking meetings and say, okay, I vote on this, that, and the third. And next thing you know, we wake up to a whole list of new laws in the city. So you're acting as if we have a fucking say.
Well, you do. You vote in the mayor.
Do you honestly believe that?
You dumbass motherfucker. You stood too long in your office. You don't understand how shit works.
So just because you vote for the mayor, that means your voice is heard?
Throw him back in the chair.
That makes no fucking sense at all. Because, oh, I voted for Mayor Dab, that means my voice is automatically heard. That's not the case at all. That's actually far from it.
You
And
guys
not- and
have
then-
your own little elite club of super intelligent people from the hospital,
And-
the PD, DOJ. Oh my God, the citizen-elected mayor. And, oh, you guys just know exactly what you're doing. You know what's best for the city. You make these fucking laws. You mold it to how you want it. Yet the people suffer. We have to abide by your shitty fucking laws.
And then
You
not
don't know
only
what it's like to be out there driving around in a sanitation truck. People throwing shit at you. We don't know what it's
Listen,
fucking
gentlemen,
like.
I'm open to suggestion.
I mean, you
I'm
guys
trying
are
to-
so out of touch with the city, then I can just by the shit you're saying right now. You're assuming it's a perfect world.
well, far from it. No, I never said that.
Hey, dudes, I got a question. You mind if I ask?
Please, all of you, anyone in this room, please. Now's your time.
Mr. Head Judge Crane, dude, tell me this. With the treasurer dead, who is checking the mayor's funds and making sure he's not, like, overspending state funds?
I have access to the state accounts. I've been monitoring it. There has been no excessive expenditure. And I was on my way to interview the new treasurer right now.
And why haven't we heard from that? Who was that person?
That would be one of the people that interviewed the last time. So there's a couple options right now. Leah Strong. There was
Why don't we hear of this at all?
what do you mean?
As the people.
How was she fit to be a treasurer?
I was just giving an example of people they interviewed. I didn't say she was selected.
I'm just asking you, how is she? What gives her the qualifications to be a treasurer? Because every time I see her, she's just selling hot dogs at the fucking food court.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. That's why she wasn't selected.
Well, who else is part of those names?
I'd have to look at my notes, but off the top of my head, there was a lady named Lottie who has done a lot of business work in the past.
Jesus Christ.
There was a gentleman named Glenn.
What you don't realize is a lot of people you guys elect and think are all fair picks. They're all in the same fucking circle.
That's
DOJ,
right.
PD, hospital, they all fucking sucking on each other's
That was my
dick.
point I was trying to make.
Treasure, they're all eating the fucking other person's ass. I mean, it's all the same fucking shit. So you think, oh, you just gotta sway this, that, and the third. You don't understand it's a fucking hive mind. These guys have been fucking each other raw for so long at this point. They're all the same motherfucking person. So yeah, all we do have is the fucking mayor. And the mayor lost his goddamn fucking mind. So now what? We ain't got shit. We can't even depend on you because you're so fucking far gone.
I'm sorry to hear that you feel that way. I'm trying my best to help everybody.
It's not just us. It's not just us.
Well, I wish I would have, had people come and talk to me before throwing me in a chair.
I mean, people did.
I can count on one hand the number of times people have talked to me about this stuff. In fact, I can tell you right now. In fact, I'll tell you right now. One person has reported a case to the Civilian Oversight Board, and it was me last week.
You know, I don't think anyone even fucking knows.
Wait,
about it.
hold on. That goes to show how great your ideas are. If one,
Or maybe it goes to show that nobody fucking reads.
Or maybe it goes to show you guys do a shit fucking job. How about that?
All of this is public. So if people aren't aware of this when it's been announced in multiple formats
That's
and
crazy.
it's publicly accessible.
You're right. Everybody in the whole city is to be blamed.
Hey,
not the 7 people running it.
I got a
Over
question.
the months, I've made multiple complaints, and I've never even heard from
Who have you
them.
made them to?
Whoever the fuck was overlooking that shit at the PD a while ago. I mean, I got fucking. I don't get into too much details, but a couple of times some bad things have happened to me, and I've made complaints, and that shit just dies in the water. I never hear again.
Well, that's why I created the oversight board, because PD don't police themselves.
Hold on, I got a question.
I got a question.
Go on.
One at a time.
Who hires the judges? How does the judges get a job?
Typically, they're cultivated from past lawyers or people that have experience elsewhere, and then we screen them and train them. I
Who's
typically
we?
do.
You.
Yeah, I try to, but I also take suggestions.
So you got a monopoly.
We're also creating another election cycle for judges. We're going to hire 2 from public vote. That's all on record with the meeting minutes and all that.
What was your question over there?
You keep talking about, your voice. I wish someone would come and talk to us. I feel like this shit has long escalated past the point of talking. If you guys haven't got the message yet, if you haven't seen what's been going on, I don't really know how the fuck to get the message through any clearer.
That's a great point, because I feel like you guys only care when the police are upset. When the people are upset, you guys don't give a fuck. You turned a blind eye.
Well, I disagree because if you remember, there were many complaints from the people about the 3 captains, and they all got removed.
Who?
Remember how there was like Ruth in them, and now there's a chief and an assistant chief? That's because of your guys' complaints.
And you know what's sad? Ruth was right.
Well, I wasn't a part of that, so I don't know what she could have been right about or wrong about, but I know that that's what happened, right?
So,
Did Ruth get fired? Because I don't recall that.
She resigned.
She resigned before she could be replaced.
how comes the PD asked the judges what charges they should give the criminals, and then if the criminals go to court, they get the same judges? Why don't we implement like a jury during
Hold on,
court
wait,
cases?
one at a time. What?
That's a great idea. A jury, because
So which one?
A jury.
most
Well,
of these
we don't
judges
have juries
their heads
because of Vinnie
so far up
Pistone.
the fucking cop's ass.
What did you just say?
Is that we don't have juries because of Vinnie Pistone?
Why?
What is that?
Well, he famously rigged a court case back in the day, and since then, everyone's been too afraid to try a jury trial.
What do you mean
Everybody
afraid
can
to try a jury
change.
trial?
One time?
Well,
So one thing went wrong, and you guys just fucking make it so. Okay, well, we'll just be the end all say all.
I mean, I've tried to think through it a number of times, and every time I get stuck on how do I anonymize the jurors, how do I protect them, and it just seems impossible.
So if you can't have complete control over it, you don't want to do it.
Well, no, I don't want to put people in harm's way.
So why are cops conflicting judges that have taken bench trials by asking them questions about the case directly? They're calling up 3 judges while they're processing, asking if they should do this and that.
So
and
I've
then
heard
recommending they press
that
charges. and
I've
then-
heard that once or twice now, and I have talked to High Command of PD about it both times.
Then why
That
are
should not be happening.
so then why are they going when they're charging criminals in the cells? Why are they asking the judges what to charge them with? And then
They should not be doing that.
Well,
Right,
hold
well,
on,
it's
I'm
what
confused.
happens.
I'm
So
confused
what happens
why.
if they do it?
Yeah, cops. By the way, this is the point. A jury system is very important, and it's so easy to keep it anonymous. Don't even fucking announce who's on the jury until the day of, or just until the fucking people show up to the court.
Yeah, I think
Second-
it's less about them being
Second-
anonymous. It's more about up till the day of. It's more about them being scared to serve on the jury.
Okay, then get people that aren't afraid. There's always someone else. Always someone else. Plenty of people in the city.
Put
Now,
like
what you don't
a
understand
window
is, though,
in front
a
that
lot of
hides
the-
their identity.
Shut the fuck up. A lot of the judges have their heads so far up the cop's ass. Like they said, when you're in a cell, what do the cops do? Oh, let me just call the judge and see what exactly I could charge him with. You have your fucking trial before you even get sentenced. It's insane. Before you even know your charges, they already took you to trial. They already talked to a fucking judge, and they already fucking tried you. It happens every fucking time. And then when you go to the court case with these fucking judges, they already had all these talks with the cops and this whole fucking side of the story that they're already so fucking biased that it's not even a fucking fair trial to begin with. You already lost before it even starts.
If that's happening, it should be brought to me.
That's
and I'll
happened
discipline them
100
accordingly.
fucking times. It's been happening.
Okay, then bring it to me because I've heard about it twice and I've reprimanded
you know what's
them
crazy
twice,
is we
and I've
brought it up
talked
to High Command and it's still going on.
Oh, and the High Command does it. High Command is the one that does it too. Ruby does it all the time. You
And-
get
and
charged,
Crane-
I'm going to call the judge. Well, the judge said to do this, so I'm going to do that.
Crane,
Like,
quite
okay, well, that's what fucking court's for. You're supposed to. You're
God
supposed
damn
to
it,
charge me.
Ramee, can you do a voice so I don't have to get
All right,
ocean
fuck.
dumped, you motherfucker?
okay. Well, you're getting ocean up no matter what.
God damn
Listen,
it.
Crane. Oh, sorry, Crane. No
Fuck.
matter
You
Crane,
can't
you
ocean dump
can't
change
Crane.
anything if
You
you're gonna
can't
ocean
play.
dump me, you dumb
Crane,
fuck.
you
God damn
can't
it.
play.
Dump 'em.
Hold on, Crane. You can't
can't
play
change
stupid.
anything. This
Shut up! Shut up!
conversation
Shut up!
means
Shut up!
nothing.
No, no,
Oh
no,
my
no, no.
God.
You play completely fucking stupid because motherfucker, you're the one that tells them what to charge them with, what to charge us with.
When?
You've done it
In
before.
general, you do it all the time. All the judges do it. So don't play stupid here and act like, oh, you don't know what's going on, motherfucker. You're part of you're part of the issue.
I have never been called for a bench trial and told people what to charge them with.
Get out
That's
of my way,
absurd.
Richard.
Not for a bench trial, just in general. When someone's in a cell, it's happened to me too many times to even count. Where they're like, you argue this charge, like, no, I shouldn't be charged with that. This, that, and the third. You got a lawyer. They go away. They come back. I spoke to a judge. They want me to charge you with this, so that's what it's gonna be. You don't like it, take it to court. I'm like, what, motherfucker? You just took me to court. You just asked the judge when it should be your judgment.
Hold on.
That's your job.
Hold
as a
on.
cop.
Are you talking about like procedure or judgment? Because
I see Gatsby down there all the fucking time doing it. Like what?
Well,
like,
that shouldn't occur. I don't know why a judge is down
Judge
there.
Adams does it all the time. Like you make the rules, right? How comes you so like out of touch? Like these guys do it all the time.
They
Every
just should,
time.
they shouldn't be contacting a judge no matter what. It's their job, based off their judgment and knowledge of being a police officer, to decide what the charges are.
and you know what's
I agree
funny?
with you.
You know what's
if they fuck up the charges and charge you with something wrong, that's where we take them to court, and then the judge gives their fucking take. They shouldn't
I
be
agree.
fucking calling them while we're in a cell.
you know what's funny? I talked to Slacks about this. You know what Slacks told me? Slacks told me that you went and complained to the cops saying that they were bad in court, and then you told them to get their shit together. And because
did.
of that,
They are
that's
bad.
what. And because of that, that is why they keep asking all the fucking judges what to charge
That's
people
not
with.
a good. That's like me saying, "Hey, son, you're looking a bit chunky. Maybe lay off the cakes." And then the kid starts taking diet pills. That's not my fault. He chose the wrong fucking solution.
I got one more question though, right? If a cop goes to a judge for a warrant and the judge says no, why can they go to another judge and get a
That's
yes?
called judge shopping, and if they do that, then they shouldn't.
But they do.
We'll talk to Decker then, buddy.
I'm gonna tell you this. Craig, there
Okay,
needs
if you
to
bring
be a
me
better
concrete
system.
examples, I will get people punished. I promise you that.
Listen, there needs to be a better system where citizens can come and make these complaints. Not this fucking oversight board that actually has no power. There needs to be a system where court cases can actually fucking happen in a speedy way. By the time they fucking happen, it's a month past and no one even knows what the fuck happened because they don't even remember.
Listen, man.
You understand what I'm saying? Like these things will happen.
I understand, but
and
you
then
gotta
it's
you
like,
gotta
by the
you
time
gotta
you have
listen to me
your
on
case,
this
you're
one,
like,
man.
Holy fuck, I got a whole different life at this point.
Yeah, but you need to understand that I have been doing this for 3 or 4 years now, and I have done my best to recruit every which way I can to find judges in different time zones. It is a never-ending impossibility. If you have suggestions of how to get more people, if you have suggestions of how to get people to respond on the docket faster, I'll take every suggestion you got, because I am trying my damn best.
I think a
24-hour
jury
time
would
limit.
be big for court cases. Go ahead, Dundee.
Jury, but do you understand that a jury, you know how hard it is to get like 6 people together at the same time? Now you're talking about adding another 8 to 9. It is fucking impossible. I mean,
I think people would be happy to be on a jury, to be honest.
So the question I have, hold on. The question I have is that if you have a jury system in place, you could literally have them in another room and have somebody video in the fucking case, and they could just watch that video, so nobody is known in that jury. It's so fucking simple.
Also, you know how to get people?
Well, hold on,
You give them
hold on.
money, bro.
No, hold on. The problem is, I'm gonna be real with you. The problem is that y'all motherfuckers just want all the power and all the say.
if that was the
You don't
case, then
wanna
why did I
rely
make
on
the
people?
If that was the case, then why did I make the council? That's a ridiculous
council
point.
Yous
The
are all
council
tied
is all
together. Who
controlled-
do you
it's
crank?
all the
What are you
same
saying?
fucking circle. That's the problem.
It's literally in one big fucking circle jerk. Let's be honest, Crane.
Right, but I could have just kept circle jerking myself, and I didn't. I don't understand.
Yeah,
your
but so
point.
you just brought other people with you that circle jerk with you.
What do you?
mean,
I made a public.
You make a
okay,
statement, they're gonna be like, all right, fuck it, I agree.
Yeah, I look. I understand some of the points you guys are making. I genuinely, I wish that things.
You want me to be honest?
I wish,
even the
I
judges
wish
are
that they
fucking
worked
crazy.
out that way.
Go
Can
ahead,
I ask a
Dundee.
fucking question?
Yeah,
Look,
please.
why the fuck do you dickheads make it so fucking hard to contest anything that a cop does? You get charged
Exactly.
with a crime, they immediately go, oh, if you don't like it, post it on the docket. You gotta go get a lawyer.
Well, hold on. No. Hold on. Yeah,
It's
but
almost-
hold
it's
on.
almost
But hold on.
Hold on. It's
But
almost
hold on.
impossible to get a fucking court case.
Hold
to
on.
contest
But
some
no.
shit.
Well, no. Hold on. And I tried to address this. Okay. I literally made a system called open court, where if you know that the cop who was in your case is around, and there's a judge around, you can literally just call up the judge and say, I wanted to go to open court with this cop.
That never fucking works.
You
Holy
know what
fuck.
happens? The cop says he's busy. That's it, and then
The
goes
says
up
he's
to
busy,
the-
and
The cop's not allowed to say they're busy
Take
unless
my
they're on a
word,
78
though,
call.
Crane, whether they're allowed or not, they do what they want. It is almost impossible to contest some shit. How many cases?
In fact, I have forced cops to go to those.
You know what this
before when
sounds
they've said
like?
they're
It sounds like
busy.
you have so many systems in place that the systematic, whatever the fuck it is. There's too many systems.
I've heard you.
There's too
I'm
many
just saying,
people. There's too
dude.
many.
I've heard you like 6 or 7 times say that the PD's not supposed to do this or that. Like, what are you gonna do about it, dude?
They do.
You have a system for this and a system for
Give them a
that.
recommendation.
Put it this way:
Let's make a system
if,
to remove
if it
systems.
comes to me and I get a concrete complaint, then I can do something about it. But until then, I can't go to somebody with generalized concerns because they'll just tell
He
me,
sounds
"Yeah,
so
I'll look into it,"
tactical.
which
He has
I
the
know is
answer for
bullshit.
everything. It doesn't.
I
That's
have
not
to
how
have
it
something to
works,
hold
bro.
their feet to the
Crane,
fire
don't
and say,
you-
"This
how-
cop,
hold
this
on.
time, this
Right.
case."
How come this oversight board doesn't have any actual power over the PD?
Because I don't know how to do that. I don't control the PD.
Well, what do you mean? No, you guys passed the laws, right? And they have to abide by them. No. They're not above the law.
If that's within my power to say that the oversight board can do what they want, then I would love to do that. I don't know that it is.
Because that's what I think needs to happen. Okay, you got the oversight board, but there needs to be actual power. It needs to be known to the public. Hey, you have issues with the PD or issues with the law or the DOJ, whatever. You call the oversight board. They take your case, they take your evidence, whatever, and they are proactive with it. They get back to you. They call you back. Hey, we looked into your thing. We got this, that, and the third. That doesn't happen. They had it for the PD back in the day, and I went there multiple times and made a fucking case, gave them all the story, all the fucking evidence, and I never heard back any of the times. I think they need to be more proactive at actually trying to help these people instead of trying to protect the people they're complaining about. Because that's how it's felt forever. You make a complaint and it feels like they're trying to protect the people. They start trying to hide it. They just let it die in the water. That's one. Two, maybe add some juries to court cases. Not all of them, but maybe some of them. I think that gives them a more fair and just trial. The people of the city get to decide as well as the judge, of course. But the problem is a lot of these judges, they are corrupt in my opinion. They're swayed, they're biased, and they don't have a clear vision of the law at times. They see things one way and that's it. Also, this fucking council, I think a lot of them are disconnected. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They don't know what's best. All they vote on is basically mostly what you probably say. They're like, okay, yeah, I trust Crane. And they go with that. And with all due respect, you're a bit disconnected yourself. When's the last time you worked a normal fucking job, Crane? When's the last time you went on the streets and busted your ass for some fucking money?
Well, to be honest with you, I probably should because I make way less money than I would doing sanitation.
Well, shit, if you were a cop or you were deputized, you're making fucking bank, 3.5K an hour, right?
Yeah, I make like 900 an hour or something.
Oh man, I thought you
I think-
overlook the expenses.
I
That's a
think
good question.
the council needs to be diversified more to the point where it's people that are actually out there hustling, busting.
And to be
seeing what the
clear,
city's all about,
just so
seeing
we're
how
on the
it works.
record,
You know what I mean?
just so we're on the record, the council has voted twice to increase their own pay, and I voted no both times. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, that's not my point though. I don't care about the pay. I'm just saying people that are more connected with the city.
What he's saying is that it's like the charges we got hit with, $400,000 in fines. Do you know how hard it is for us to make that?
I got hit with 500K. I wasn't even fucking
Like
there.
Dundee with 500,000. Do you realize how hard that is to make it? Y'all motherfuckers just throw these random numbers out there, and it's like, bro, that literally like demolishes us. And I know everybody's gonna say, oh, if you do the crime, you got to do the time and pay the fine, motherfucker. We're not G6 workers. We don't just fucking grind on a fucking truck all day.
Yeah, who gives these cops?
Let
That wasn't what I'm talking about, but yeah.
me, let me ask you a question. You said you anytime you have a complaint about an officer, bring concrete evidence and they take it to the
No, not evidence. Not evidence. Just bring like
Because
a concrete incident. So this person, this date, this time, as opposed to just like
because I'm going to tell you
cops
right now,
are
our
dog
word
shit and
doesn't do
this,
shit.
right?
Our word doesn't do shit when you go tell them. If you go tell somebody something.
Yeah, well, the thing is that I can look into this shit on my own, and I have in the past, and I have gotten cops in trouble, but I need to know the incident, the cop, and the situation. It can't just be cops do this, because then I have nothing to point to. I need this cop did this.
Crane, I think fuck all the semantics, fuck all these little one-off situations, whatever. Like all these systems you like to put in place, we need a solid system where people can actually go to these people and they will help. Not some shit where it's like, all right, you tell the oversight board and they'll give a recommendation and that hopefully it works out. There needs to be an actual
Well,
system where you
if
go
there
to
is
these
the
people-
authority
Man, hold on,
to put
their
the oversight
job-
board in charge of PD,
their
then
job
I agree
is
with
to
you. I think that should be
actually
good.
look into this shit. Not like,
I
oh,
would-
okay,
I would
here's
agree with
story,
that.
and then you don't hear back. Like, they should be following up with you. They should be genuinely trying to get to the bottom of this, and that just doesn't happen. So I think maybe you're on the right track with this oversight board. It just needs some tuning.
I don't disagree.
I
In
mean,
fact, I will agree with you because, you know, I put the oversight board a while ago, and they haven't really done much. Part of that is maybe we need to publicize the ability to go to them better.
Mhm.
Part of it also is, you know, we need to maybe give them more teeth. I don't disagree.
You need to add another liaison.
I mean,
a
and I'll
gang
be
liaison
honest,
or something.
You say like, oh, people don't come to you, and people don't come to you with the complaints because I'll be honest with you, Crane. Most of the city, they gave up on the fucking council because nothing gets done in their eyes. So you're saying people don't come to you for this shit? It's not that they don't want to come to you; they given up because all the bullshit that goes on
Crane,
and what we see on the outside.
I could have been a.
Well, and I'll say just really quick in response to that.
Yeah.
I will say also that it's a shame, and I don't know a better way to communicate it. I wish there was, but some of the stuff that people got the most upset about wasn't even the council. I mean, like, everyone got mad about the asset fees and all that coming out of nowhere. We didn't even know about that till the day it came in. I mean, there's some stuff where it's not even us. I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you.
it's out of your control. I understand that.
My thing is, let the people of the city breathe. Let them prosper. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, I understand a lot of things have gone in the past, and you know, you guys may feel like you can't give them the benefit of the doubt, but I think it's important to give them the benefit of the doubt, because if they don't got the benefit of the doubt, they can't prosper, and this city can't prosper. I mean, we're in a goddamn economical drought. Where's the entrepreneurs? There's no fucking businesses in this goddamn city.
Well,
Because
okay,
they've been choked dry, Crane.
I look, I don't even want to get into that because I'm gonna get angry. Yeah, I have
Bro,
no
shit's
answer
so
for that.
fucked
You
that
understand
even
what
the
I'm saying,
food court is dead.
I have
where's
no
the
answer for the
economy?
business stuff. I have no
There's
answer for the
economy.
business stuff. I
And
can't.
this is why you got people out there fucking, you know, losing their mind a bit, because they don't got many avenues, because those avenues have been closed. Open them up to the people of the city, man. Trust the civilians. Trust the people of the city.
I you know, I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I don't disagree with you.
Food costs more. Food costs more than it did at,
You know,
Ooh
tell me.
Hey,
Cafe.
listen, I just listen, Dundee. I just went and bought food before y'all picked me up, and I spent what $1,500 for some hot dogs and some smoothies. So I get it, because to me that's about 2 hours worth of work. So
Because I don't even
fix
know.
me car.
Yeah,
No
you
one
know,
wants to be a mechanic.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, nobody wants to fix.
I don't even got a car, to be honest with you.
Sell food.
I walk everywhere.
We got the commissioner putting out $500,000 bounties on people, and why
And
don't
not
they
paying
give
them out.
Why don't they give grant?
Yo, Shay, what
they
up?
don't
Thanks
pay
for
them
that
out.
42,
Two,
bro.
They should be
41.
giving out those as grants to
Bobby's in the chat, man.
businesses, help businesses open up. Use the money for that. Something that's gonna grow the city.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying.
It's all personal.
We made a program
vendettas.
for events and things like that. We're funding stuff. I mean, we're trying. The business thing, I don't know what to say there.
Be
I don't
straightforward.
know
What's
what to
wrong with
say.
the business? Or is it
He
just a
doesn't have an
fake thing?
answer.
You really want to hear the answer?
Yeah, I do. Because honestly, I think that's one of the major
Okay.
problems.
To this day, I do not have the ability as a judge to create a bank account, create a business, edit a bank account, assign people to a bank account. Do I need to go further?
Okay. I got the jet. I got the jet.
Yeah. So it
That's
is
crazy to me,
outside
though,
of our
that-
control. It is being worked on. It is imminently coming, but I swear to you, I can't really say more than that.
Because I'm gonna say people had so many businesses lined up, and they all got.
Well,
the door
trust
shut
me,
on
I know, because I have them all. And to be fair, we literally told everyone, and maybe people didn't really get the message. Again, we could do better communicating. People always can. It's government shit, right? But we literally, if I could show you, I can't, but if I could, in our internal thing, we have tags on each thing. It says either approved, denied, or work in progress, right? And then the ones that get approved get enacted when they get published. The stuff about the penalties for not having a business license never got enacted because we never were able to issue business licenses. So
understand.
there are plenty of businesses right now that still run, like Milton's Mods and all these places, and they're running, without any issue because we're not regulating them because we can't create businesses.
Oh my God! Wait, Chad, do
And
I sound different?
by the way, I know better than anyone because I have a list of 30 to 40 approved businesses sitting in my email inbox that I'm waiting to
Why didn't nobody
create
tell
as soon
me?
as I can.
I'm still, I am well versed in the telemarketing sector, but that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, let the fucking people
More
breathe, 'cause when you
squeaky.
choke them too long, they're gonna fight back, Crane. That's what you saw these past 2 weeks. Now I'm gonna
Mic
let
check,
you
mic
at it
check.
back, Crane. That's what you saw. And I'm just gonna assume
Mic check,
that
mic
you're gonna
check.
say, "Oh, this
I sound
is
exactly
a
the
nice
same.
little meeting get together."
Yeah, I like taking feedback from the people.
We're gonna expect warrants.
Can
for
I
this?
ask you something, Crane?
God,
We're
I'm
gonna
not a
regret
police
letting you go?
officer.
Are you gonna report it?
No, I
Okay.
gotta go to meetings. I don't got time for that.
Oh, it's hate to say you're pretty late to that.
Yeah,
Are we
go
gonna
figure.
regret letting you go today?
No,
I'll
I
remember.
mean, gentlemen, y'all have dealt with me for a long time. I'm not a police officer. Hell, I've had fucking Ramee run up to me with class 2s on his back. I don't call shit in. It's not my job. My job is to try to make things better for everyone. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I succeed.
What
It's
about
just
when
how it
they
is.
ask you why you so late to the meeting? What are you gonna say?
I'm old and have bad knees.
Okay.
That's what I
So
use
I've
when
got
I
a
walk
question.
really slow to fuck with people, even though I run all the time.
So I want to play devil's advocate. You said that Ramee walks up to you with class 2s on your back and you don't say anything about it. If you would do
Yeah.
that for the criminal, how can we trust you to do the same for the police when they fuck up or they do something illegal? You won't even report to the cops' tribe in situations like that. How can we trust you to do the same with the police?
Because
Well,
that
hold
is
on,
my
Danny.
job. That's different. That is my job. You're missing the distinction there. It's not my job to police the public. It is my job to keep an eye on the police. That's what the DOJ is for.
Can you explain why accessory charges are being pressed 6 days after? Is that something that you intend on, and why judges are recommending people
What
to charge them?
situation?
Why are judges recommending to charge someone for an accessory for a crime that happened 6 days ago? None they got fined more than.
Why are
you know,
judges
the
recommending to
the
charge somebody
terrorists.
for anything?
I mean,
I
but
wasn't even
that
awake
then
when
goes
it
into
was all
accessory.
done.
Why are you trying to charge accessory?
Well,
6
I
days
will be
after?
very
Is that-
clear.
why is that a
Hold on,
thing?
hold on. I'll be very clear. The only situation that I was talked to about regarding accessory or anything like that with harboring a fugitive, I instructed the cops to not press accessory and just charge the harboring and the felony obstruction or whatever it was and do the base fine. So
Oh, so
I'm
they
not
went to
involved.
another
But-
judge then.
But you
Three
shouldn't
judges, and
even
they're
be
all
doing that
recommending
though.
accessories.
Okay,
went
that
to another
was
judge.
after. That was after it all happened. Like they were pushing.
Correct.
For the
Well, that was the only
accessory
time I was
charges
talked to
first.
because I was a victim, so they didn't talk to me at first.
Leah, thank you for
Yeah, but
that
I
3.
think that's what they're getting at. Why
Oh,
are
they
they
talked to Max,
advising
though.
to push for accessory first? Like, is that something that people are gonna have to worry about in the future?
I don't think so because once I was able to not be conflicted when the case was over, I could talk to the judges about that stuff and advise them that we shouldn't be doing that.
They shouldn't even be talking to anybody, and then it goes to the court. Like if they fuck up a charge or charge something the wrong way, you should go to the court, appeal it, and then the judges vote against it, and the cops like learn from that. It shouldn't be going to the judges and asking for what to be charged with.
That's a major thing that should change. 'Cause
Yeah.
it automatically oversteps certain steps, and then it kind of just shits on the rights of the citizens. It's like, okay, well, why am I gonna go? It's like this dude already went to a judge, and the judge told him to charge us with this shit. So what the fuck is the point?
that
of a
needs to
court?
be a hard
that
stop
same
to that
judge will then
happening.
oversee
Like, that can't
the appeal.
Yeah.
And, like, and
So
they-
the only, and again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just pointing this out. The only logical sort of issue with what you're suggesting is that for me in the past, for example, I know that many people have had their lawyer, suggest to the police are wrong, and call Crane and he'll tell you you're wrong. So it kind of goes
Yeah,
both
they shouldn't
ways.
do that either.
I know, I
I'm
agree, but I'm just telling you that it'll go both ways.
Yeah.
If that conduit is shut off, then it's shut off completely. Which
Yeah,
hey,
I agree.
I'm
It should be
fine for
shut
the
off.
fairness and the equality either way, right? I'm just
So
putting that
just
out there.
to clarify, you're saying that accessory charges are not to be pressed, weeks later on people just because they can, right? You're saying it sticks to the situation, a day of type of thing. Because-
Well, I that's a pretty general statement.
Yeah.
My boy Randall, what up, bro?
accessory
I'm
charges
gonna ask
should
you
be.
if you are if
And
if,
the
I- if
28,
I robbed
man.
the bank today and
I
someone helped me
appreciate you,
6 days
Randall.
later,
W's in the
is
chat.
person who helped me gonna get an accessory charge 6 days later? Should that be happening?
Okay, so there are a couple cases where the deterrent for the action is the threat of the accessory. So, for example, there's a law we have right now that's criminally negligent ownership of a firearm. It's where you have a civilian firearms license and you give your gun to somebody else and you don't report it stolen. If that gun is then found being used in a violent felony, right? Like say it's used in a gang war or something, well then the person who owns that gun is threatened with accessory charges as a deterrent to them giving their gun away.
That's a whole different thing, though.
No, but
talking like
I know,
someone maybe robs a
I'm
bank or
I'm
shoots
trying
someone
to.
and they help someone 6 days later.
Right, I'm trying to
Listen,
explain.
let me say something, because this is kind of low key. We're doing the same shit we're complaining about, right? Going to fucking judge and asking what's right and wrong. The fact of the matter is, if we have the proper oversight board in place, we go to them and they can handle it, right?
I don't disagree. I think that if you go to court and you feel that justice didn't serve you because it didn't address, and again, this is why oversight board is created, because a lot of times I get bench trial and people just want to talk about how the cops rammed them at 100 miles an hour or pitted them or shot them or whatever, which I don't really deal with the criminal charges. So yes, I believe the oversight board could address things like that because it deals with police conduct and not, the law.
But what about these cops putting people on hold and then holding them for like 3 days so they can plead guilty to their hot charge?
Yeah,
That's what
serving
Deco
3
was
times the
doing.
sentence that the police are already asking for. They're asking for 3 days in jail, but you already spent 3 days in jail and you haven't even got a time to trial. There's no point other than to accept the
thought
plea.
holds was
Otherwise,
only
you
for, like,
sit in jail
raids,
for
like, to get a raid and
potentially a
then
week
that's it.
before you get anything.
Huts are fucking dumb in general.
Should be just a catch and release.
There are some changes being considered to that, which I've already been working on. There are some reasons in
100%,
some cases
Kevin.
why it would be prudent to hold someone.
It's okay,
For
bro.
example,
Randall, don't
if
worry,
the charge
man.
was witness tampering, then it doesn't really make sense to catch and release
I could use
them.
some advice from you, Randall. We should talk sometime.
There are situations where the charges deal with, like ongoing wars or assassinations or whatever, right? And so in that case, the hold, is necessary to at least secure a bail hearing. The third aspect of that is that, many times in order just to get the docket case filed, it takes the PD, a day and a half. And if the scenario that this all stems from ended at, at nighttime, then, they're probably going to bed, waking up the next day, and they got to start at that point. So there are some times where it's just, it eclipses 24 hours just naturally.
If that's the case, then the question needs to be brought into of like possibly bringing a district attorney's office, hiring prosecutors, and then the lawyers have the choice to either be criminal defense or a prosecutor.
Yeah, but that wouldn't solve that issue.
Well, how
though,
would
because,
why wouldn't it? Because right now everybody's just going to
because
Oliver.
the DA would have to wait. No, it's not about when the lawyer gets involved. I'm talking about the point from the thing happening to all the reports getting finished and all the evidence getting processed.
Why is
But I thought the cops
be on hold for
hold on.
judge?
I thought the cops have they had a deadline for that, because when I was a lawyer, they said they had like a 12-hour deadline or like a 24-hour deadline for you to complete your report. And if that's not being enforced, then that's a whole other issue.
I don't know, but I think there is. But what I'm talking about is not just writing your own statement, but it's literally pouring through all the evidence, drawing conclusions, investigating the connections.
Wasn't that the whole Malton thing?
Subpoenas, all that kind of stuff.
From my experience.
Yeah, but even the
day,
Malton process is 5 days for FOIAs.
Holds were originally so you could either get raided, they could pull your, raid your properties or pull your records, whatever that you could do, so you couldn't go out and clear out your fucking properties. But now they become, oh, we got the guy, let's just throw him in jail until the court case.
Yeah,
whether they need 3 days to be in jail or not, whether it's like, oh, we already raided this shit, we already got all this, we're just gonna keep him in there until the case.
Because anybody that was with us or affiliated with us got holds. Like there was like 12 people that got holds.
So, on that note, what about like what they did to Ellie? They denied her a fucking lawyer. They based it off of her asking for a fucking radio, pinning her to everything. Like
no bail, nothing.
Like the most illegal
No
fucking
communication.
Shit. Like they told her, yeah, fuck
took
off.
3 days to send me my raid warrant, and that was only because they got yelled at to do it. I still haven't received the receipt about what they took from my apartment, and I know that there was stuff that was taken. I was told, sort it out yourself. I go to the prison. I don't have the option to call a lawyer. The computer is locked behind a door that I can't access, but I have to figure it all myself. I sat in jail. No one put in any effort to come and talk to me. I finally get the raid receipt. One of my charges for a stolen gun wasn't even recorded. One of the things that they looked into was when it happened in like the, lawless area. So I don't know why I'm getting, tied into that. Like, they are so fucking sloppy, and they're looking for any reason to look into me just to be like, you know what? Let's fuck over the little guy. And now, don't get me wrong. 100%, I harbored a fugitive. I'm not denying that. I'm a criminal. But the way that they treated me and the way that they tried to pin all this other stuff up on me was fucking ridiculous. It is actually kind of gross how they treat people.
And they get
who were the
away- and
officers?
they
Who
get
were the
away with
officers?
it.
Maeve Wolf and Cohen Riker.
And isn't Maeve like a higher up?
I thought Decker was the one that kept you in the cells too.
This is why,
Decker
though.
was the one who sent us on the holds. And
Listen, listen, everyone. At the end of the day, I mean, Crane's gonna sit here and he really can't do shit. This is why we.
Well, I
need
have to learn about all this because I was conflicted, so I avoided all of it.
Well,
So
this
I'd
is
have
why
to
we-
look
we
into
need
everything.
A proper fucking oversight board that can actually do shit.
I think Maeve and Riker are just normal officers.
That's even worse, bro.
They are, I'm sorry, but they are reaching beyond belief and very fucking bad at their job. The way that they treat people, the way that they treat criminals, regardless of if they're a petty criminal or a fucking terrorist. They wanted a doctor to get completely fucked over purely for the fact that he didn't know how to set a lock on his keypad and someone took a gun from his stash. Because he didn't know how to set the lock, they wanted him to get criminal negligence for that. A doctor, one of the good people. It's fucking
Crane.
wild what they're trying to push
Crane,
for.
you said you were conflicted, right? Is that because you got shot?
From advising or looking into the case from the
Yeah.
from the DOJ side of things, yeah, I shouldn't be advising
Why,
the PD.
why
No.
the fuck was the mayor out there doing all that? And then if you're conflicted, why are you guys out there trying to catch the people that did it?
That's a great point.
Well, I'm conflicted from acting in DOJ. Meaning
So
I
that-
can't.
so
I,
you
meaning
guys were
let me put it this way:
conflicted DOJ, so you went out
the
there
conflict,
on
the
the
conflict relates to the concept of, can I fairly make a decision about this person's guilt or whatever? And the answer is no, I can't because I'm a victim, right? I'm inherently biased. But when it comes to, in all fairness, fellas, a bunch of tweets that say kill every judge and everyone in the government, yeah, I'm gonna strap up and go riot. It is what it is.
Come on, Crane, you know what he's talking about, man.
At the
I
end of the
do,
day, though,
and I'm explaining.
You know
seems
Max
like
is
I mean,
conflicted.
you guys are
literally-
like, oh, we can't touch this on the DOJ side. Let's deputize ourselves and fucking go catch these.
Yeah, but
motherfuckers.
it's not even
Let's
that.
give all the power to the PD. Let's rile them all up. Let's get the whole fucking.
Listen,
like,
man, if
40
you didn't
cops out
expect
there.
that from me,
Yeah,
then
but
I don't
hold
know
on,
where
hold
you've been
on.
attention
But hold
to.
on,
I
hold on.
sit
What
on
you're
the front porch
saying
of
doesn't
shotgun
even
for
make
years.
sense because literally on the you were at the court case, bro. On film, it showed Max telling everybody to charge them with. He went and talked to Bones and told Bones to charge everybody with
From
terrorism.
the start. From the
Brother,
start.
them,
The second that even went down.
Hold on,
fucking
hold on,
militia.
gentlemen, one at a time. Just let me say this. I understand what you're saying. I don't inherently disagree, but I can't account for other people's decisions. I'm telling you what I did.
You'll ride behind him.
How
You'll
so?
follow him in the fucking army, brother.
How so?
We fucking
Crane,
we watch the entire PD follow Max around like he's their fucking war general, parading him around the fucking
what
city.
does that have to do with me?
You call yourself the chief justice, and I'm hearing a lot of injustices right now.
Where's the justice, Crane? That's what we're asking here. We can sit here and go in circles all day, talk about our problems, because there's a million of them. But at the end of the day, we want motherfucking proper justice and proper treatment. Okay?
I
We got all of
understand.
our fucking punishment lined up. Let's see the fucking other side. Let's see them held to fucking standards too, because god damn it, we've been paying for them. Dundee's life has been fucking ruined, man. Ruined.
I'm fucked. I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
We
Please,
want
you're not even a
proper
quarter of the debt you
justice,
were in.
And
You'll
we
be
want
fine.
someone we can depend on to give us that justice. Because I'm gonna be real.
I'll
everyone in
be
this room,
fine.
Everyone feels you kind of biased.
Yeah,
at
what
this
was your
point.
last high score? 2.5 million.
It's not as bad as last time, so it's fine.
Dundee, you do have a track record. You can't deny that, brother.
And we're not
he was
saying we
easy.
don't.
Maybe
We're not
He
saying
got-
we don't. But listen, we want to play fair, all right? Because right now that shit ain't. They're over there doing whatever the fuck they want, how they want, and there's nothing we could do about it. And the only thing we can do about it ruins our fucking life.
Your fine is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You're fine.
I mean, just an example of the accessory charges being pressed on Dundee.
Yo,
You know,
okay,
same thing. You
Franny's
got
coming
all
up
their
here.
fines 6 days later. You know.
What'd you
But
say?
shit, I wasn't even there that fucking
Franny,
day.
Yeah,
wasn't
I don't-
even
I-
there.
you just got all the accessory.
I wasn't
just
even
throw it
fucking
out
there.
Franny just called me. He's coming in.
Crane, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do they not? Can they not have like a division, like Internal Affairs, to like look into these fucking crooked cops the way
You
they
know
are?
why I
dumbass
made
that
the
y'all
oversight
listen.
board? It's because Internal Affairs never did anything.
Okay.
And I said, here's what I said. I'll be honest with you. Here's what and maybe I didn't set my sights high enough. Maybe,
Mhm.
and I agree. Maybe I should try to make it so the oversight board can actually hire and fire from the PD. Maybe, but I'll tell you what I thought to myself. I said, if we had Internal Affairs and it never did shit, and they never did anything, and the only people that knew they never did anything was Internal Affairs and the PD, then at the very least, what I can do for the public is create a board that gives a formal recommendation to the PD and says, your officer beat the fuck out of someone and didn't deserve to do it under the law.
Can we pause real quick? How can you make that from a recommendation to an actual? They actual have something they could do.
Some
You
sort
know
of
what I'm
power
saying?
more than a recommendation.
Is that something you're capable of?
Maybe, I don't know. But what I'm saying is the reason why I did it in the first place, to Vinny's question, is because I recognized that Internal Affairs would not do anything and then no one would ever hear about it. So at the very least, I wanted y'all to hear about it. So at least you knew what the PD were doing and not doing. Like they're more transparency. But I agree with you. If there is the ability to make the oversight board able to punish PD, I would love to do it.
But Crane, I think it needs to go higher than that, brother. The corruption goes all the way up to the fucking commissioner. Whoever's holding checks over the PD needs to have
a clown.
checks and balances over the fucking commissioner.
That's why I think it's important to have juries in a lot of these cases.
Yeah, we're from playing.
It's important to have that.
So what
oversight
do you
board
what
with
corruption do
power.
you think is happening?
to this?
Bro, Den Shitty is literally a walking terrorist
Matt.
himself.
Well,
The
no,
fact
he's
that the
he's-
commissioner
let's go.
is who he is corruption. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, no, I'm
Is
not.
that
I'm
even a
asking
fucking
you-
question,
Hold on.
brother?
Yes, it is a question.
Yes, he was elected by the citizens, Crank, 'cause I know you're gonna say that, but he's gone off the fucking deep end. He these past 2 weeks, I mean, he militarized the fucking PD on his own command. The
The fuck
power
just happened?
is too much, and there's no constraints. He can
guys
essentially
hear
do
me?
what the fuck he wants. That's what Bobby said.
Is one guy being two major pillars in this fucking city. You
I
understand?
don't know what the hell that was. I'm scared.
That should have been impossible. It should have been in
Too much
legislation.
power in one
The
hand.
mayor can't elect himself to be commissioner. The mayor cannot be commissioner and mayor at the same time because he can't properly do his job. He can't be a people of the, a man of the people and of the fucking police department at the same
Police.
time.
Also, is the commissioner position even elected, by the way? I heard that was an appointed position.
Yeah, we already went through
No,
that. yeah,
this is
self-appointed.
Yeah,
semantics.
okay, we went through that.
So the thing is like
Well, no,
Max-
because Kay said elected, but he meant appointed. It's just
Okay.
semantics.
But the thing
Yeah,
is,
that's
like
fine, that's
Max
fine.
said, he's the man for the people.
Max
But I
said he's
heard
like
when
he's
we
the
were in
man for the
prison,
people.
I hate
Dundee
you
had
guys
like
so
this
much.
huge like protest, and he was just shitting on everybody. Like, does he not get held to any standards,
hate
and he
you,
can just
Chad.
shit on anybody he wants to?
whoa!
What do you call?
I love that emo.
I
All
was
of
in the
the-
ICU, so I cannot answer that.
What do you call half of the gangs in this fucking city banding together, taking on all of the police, taking on City Hall? What is that to you? What was that? What were we doing? Was that just like a bunch of gangs having a good time shooting up the police? Or was it us, the people, trying to fucking send a message to the mayor?
Yeah, both.
Message not received.
Well,
You do
yeah,
realize,
I don't know what I don't want to answer you want to that. I take your point.
Cantor was a doctor. Sorry, I'm just like, I know this is like random, but I'm just wondering.
Cantor?
How many cops are on the council right now? Siobhan, right? Because now they're deputized, right? They're still going out there.
Like deputized.
Actual
I
cops.
thought you meant real cops. Wait, do you mean real cops?
Yes,
Which
actual all of them. What do you mean? They are real cops, but they're in their own cruisers patrolling, right or wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. So
Why is Siobhan still doing that if everybody's been arrested?
Then I guess it'd be Max, Siobhan.
Nobody tells them they can't do what they can't. Like
Cornwood, right? Because he's
right.
still
Max,
for this
Siobhan,
term.
Cornwood, and then who's the other one? One more.
Cantor.
Cancer.
Is that half to cancel?
Who? I mean, maybe Cantor.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I guess it would just be.
like Cantor.
I haven't seen Solomon Walker.
I
in a
like
long
Cancer
time,
too,
so
but what I'm trying to tell you is four. Like literally, there's 4 PD members in the council right now.
Yeah, that should that should.
And
change.
their boss is also the mayor.
Literally.
Yeah, I agree.
In the past 2 weeks, the balance has gone way the fuck off. All right, we don't need to go in circles anymore. I think you get the gist.
I understand your concerns. I do.
Want to see shit cleaned the fuck up, essentially. And the only retaliation we have is what you guys have seen in the past few weeks, and I'm sure you guys don't want that to happen again.
No, yeah, definitely not.
So when we leave here today, I'm hoping you take what you heard today and genuinely try to make some changes, some better changes for the city. Because at the end of the day, when all sides prosper, the city prospers. When the balance is weighed, you just get chaos and tension.
Yeah, I will do my God's honest best. It's the best I can do.
Well.
What the fuck?
What up, Tugs?
Go ahead. Franny, you want to torture him a little bit?
What?
He's calling you a government name, Stanley Miller. Duh.
Yeah, little Tugs.
How you know his little? Oh, that's.
Because he puts it on the lemon list. What do you mean?
Oh, that's fucked up.
He literally puts it on the lemon list, and it says Stanley Miller, and then his tagline is Lil Tugs.
He ain't wrong on that. I did see that.
So what the fuck you want me to do?
Bro's like Shinobi, bro. He has like dual swords and shit.
What's going on, Sensei?
Oh, not much, bro. Just crawled out of Godzilla's ass a little bit ago, and here I am to defend the planet.
Blindfold him again. We'll drop him off at the courthouse.
All right. Pleasure talking with you, minus the tasing.
Wait, he doesn't know that we were in Plato at the clown's house?
Franny, the fuck?
God damn it.
guys.
God damn it.
We gotta get out of here
Sorry.
fast, guys. Hurry up. We gotta get out of here fast.
Sorry.
Crane, on that note, I would like to actually
What's up, you
talk
little
to you
shit?
at some point and complain about
Chat, let's be real. Do you think anything's gonna come from that? I'm not trying to be a doomer, but I don't think so. I think they're gonna use that. Oh, they got their frustrations out. Now let's go back to what we're usually been doing.
I can't put you in.
Is it unlocked?
Somebody carry you?
Can you drive for a sec?
Yeah.
I can't see the. Is it unlocked?
Give me keys. Try now.
Brother, just pop the trunk again.
There's like.
There's something in there.
There's somebody in there?
I don't know. I can't look at it. And
I can't even see in the trunk.
Maybe
through
it's
this
like a front
blindfold,
thing? Hold on.
especially because of this blindfold. Oh, like I can't even see where I would put someone into a car, take them out of a car, get in a trunk. Nothing. I'm blindfolded.
All right, let's go.
Wow, you smell good.
Thanks, bro.
No.
Gauntlet.
How do you know we're in a gauntlet?
Bitch, it's all I hear all day outside City Hall. Same fucking sound all day. Gauntlet.
How you know that when you sit in the courthouse all day?
You can hear it from inside. Soundproofing's for shit. You know why? Because we didn't pay Nick Simone his $500,000 and he took our soundproofing away.
Fuck Nick Simone.
He sent him an invoice for $500,000. We said, fuck you. I said, I'm not paying that shit, and the state isn't either. It's tax money. And so he took all the soundproofing out. So now I hear every gunshot in every car for about 6 blocks in any direction. Have a good day.
How do you know where I'm at? I have to remove your blindfold.
Oh, I just felt myself outside of a car.
On the ground, I'm keeping the food.
All right, see you all around.
Do you want a glizzy?
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Oh wait, go back. I gave him the wrong phone. Holy shit, I just realized.
Oh, you always do that.
Hold on, wrong phone.
Where you boys at? I got Franny with us.
Trade phones.
Block.
Okay, there you go. Alright, you think we're getting a warrant in about 10 minutes?
Probably. Honestly, I don't think so, but I don't expect any changes from that conversation.
We'll see. It was going in circles for a bit there, so I wanted to end it.
Yeah.
Everyone just started like putting out their own little personal issues, but the matter is we just need systems that actually work. That aren't
a system for a
controlled
system
by
for that
the same
system.
people that control all the systems, you know what I mean?
Literally. They're all the same friend group.
We have all these systems, but the same people control every system.
Yeah,
so what's the
literally.
point?
It's not everything. Can I will you get a double waffle with no cheese? Can I will you get a number 2 with a long drink? I got money, so I don't care how much it costs me. So you throw this on mention